Bhakti Vaibhav, our weekly Bhagavatam study. So now we have been reading Canto 8, Chapter 12, wherein having heard how Lord Ajita appeared as Mohini Murti and he made sure that only the Devatas will get the nectar because the Asuras do not deserve nectar. Without nectar only they are so powerful and they are so agitated for power. They are power mongers, and if they come to power, they will cause havoc to the entire universe. So keeping that in mind, since for no reason they keep on attacking upon heaven and creating asantulan in the entire universe, Lord Vishnu put them under hard work. Abhi hard work karo. But the result will be given to Devatas only. Of course, even during the Samudra Manthan, in between small results came. Most of the results were taken by Asuras only. No one said no. So, you people took out of 10 results, you people took 8 results, and Devatas took only 1 result or 2 results, you can say. So, see, from the number of point of view of results, the Devatas took less and you took more. Like that also we can say. So, but the most important result was given to Devatas. That was Amrita. That's how Lord Vishnu orchestrated the entire event, personally being part of the event as well as personally appearing as Mohini Murti. It is not that Lord cheated the Devatas. From external point of view, Lord came in front of the Asuras as a normal lady. It is Asuras who said, "Oh lady, you please distribute the nectar to all of us." The lady also told, "Don't believe in the people like Swirini, Pumshali, and other category of these prostitutes. I belong to this category. Don't have faith in a woman of this category." They said, "No, no, you speak like that out of humility, but you are not like that. You are the most chaste, divine lady. So whatever you do is agreeable to us. You please distribute the way you want." Like that, Asuras only told. So from logical point of view, there is no fault in Mohini Murti, no fault in Lord only. Asuras themselves put the nectar part in the hands of Mohini Murti and requested Mohini Murti to do whatever she want. Lord, she did whatever she want. She distributed the nectar to Devatas, who deserve it, who are willing to serve the Lord for the entire duration of Manvantara. So then, obviously, the Asuras became agitated. In the fight, Devatas were fighting with them. Actually, Devatas were very confident. But at one point of time, they lost their confidence because Asuras displayed so much illusions. They prayed to Lord Vishnu. When somebody prays to Lord Vishnu cannot keep quiet. He comes, remove the illusions, and he kills some of the Asuras whom Indra cannot kill. And then Lord disappears, and Indra does the remaining thing. Then Nardamuni comes. The Devatas are so angry. These Asuras are coming again and causing so much trouble. As long as they are living, they will keep causing trouble only. Let us kill them all together. Like that, the Devatas are trying to kill all the Asuras. But Nardamuni came and stopped. Oh, don't do like that. They are also Brahma's creation. Of course, they are little naughty. So they need to give a lesson, but you should not exterminate completely. Leave them. Whoever remaining, leave them. So then all the Asuras are taken to Shukracharya, who nurtured, who brought them to life. So those things are again mentioned later in the future chapters. So that went like that. But the news of all this entire episode went to Lord Shiva, who was absent during this episode later part. He drank poison, he went to home. So now Lord Shiva saw that, hey, whenever Lord comes, we go and take darshan. We are always there to witness Lord's wonderful appearance. Abhi Lord appeared as a Mohini Murti, we did not see that form. So we want to see. He took Mother Parvati along with him. He went to Lord Vishnu and offered wonderful prayers. Last class we discussed what kind of prayers. Previously, for drinking poison, all the Devatas glorified Lord Shiva as the Supreme Lord. Now Lord Shiva is telling that even though the people call me as Supreme Lord, but actually I am not a Supreme Lord, you are the Supreme Lord. And he established why Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Lord. in the prayers, very nicely established how and why Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Lord. And finally, they said, we have seen all your incarnations, all your avatars, but we could not have the good fortune to see you appearing as Mohini Murti. And especially you have come as Mohini Murti, desiring to, we have come to see that form, curious, out of curiosity, which bewildered the demons and enabled the devatas to drink nectar. So this is the purpose of the form. You appeared as a Mohini Murti to bewilder the demons and to enable the devatas to drink nectar. So this was the point. So isme little bit we can see. Oh, Shiva is saying indirectly that, oh, you could only bewilder the asuras. What kind of form is that? You could only bewilder the asuras. You could not bewilder the devatas. So I am best of all the devatas. Definitely I will not be bewildered. You can show me something like that. Then Lord Vishnu will display that form to Lord Shiva, and then what happens is the rest of the story. So this was the previous discussion. We stopped there with 13th verse last class. We'll continue with the 14th class now. Sri Shuka Uvacha.
Shri Shuka Uvacha.
Evam Abhyartito Vishnur.
Evam Abhyarthito Vishnur.
Bhagavan Shulapanina.
Bhagavan Shulapanina.
Prahasya Bhava Gambiram.
Prahasya Bhava Gambiram.
Girisham Pratyabhashata.
Girisham Pratyabhashata. Shukadev Goswami said, when Lord Vishnu was thus requested by Lord Shiva, who carries a trident in his hand, he smiled with gravity and replied to Lord Shiva as follows.
Now Sukadeva Goswami is telling, having heard all these prayers, having heard the request by Lord Shiva, having heard especially the point, oh, you appeared and bewildered only Asuras. You appeared as a woman which only could bewilder the Shiva Asuras, which even could not bewilder the Devatas. What kind of form is that? I am curious to see that form. Something like that Lord Shiva said. So now Lord Shiva is thinking about it. When Lord Vishnu was thus requested by Lord Shiva, the holder of trident, Lord Vishnu smiled and replied to Lord Shiva with mysterious words. When Lord Shiva spoke some words with some kind of incompleteness, Lord Vishnu also spoke in a mysterious way. So the Lord Vishnu smiled. He was thinking within himself, if you desire to see the form of Mohini, in order to announce to the people of your own power of yoga, of your own power of yoga, all this will certainly be revealed to you. He then spoke words which even Lord Shiva could not understand. So, in a way, Lord was smiling. Why? Lord Shiva said, oh, you are saying, Lord Shiva said that your form could only bewilder the Asuras, not the Devatas. Then what to speak of that? Anyway, it will not bewilder me, something like that. Because I am Yogeshwara. Now Lord Vishnu is saying that, oh, you want to show to the entire world that you are so self-controlled, you are not bewildered by a beautiful woman, something like that. So don't worry. I'll see how much is your self-control. So like that, Lord Vishnu thinking within his mind and is going to say some words which have dual meaning. So like that. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Kautuhalaya Daityanam.
Kautuhalaya Daityanam.
Yoshidvesho Maya Brutaha.
Yoshidvesho Maya Dhritaha.
Pashyata Surakaryani.
Pashyata Surakaryani.
Gata Piyusha Bhajane.
Kate Piyusha Bhajane. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, when the demons took away the jug of nectar, I assumed the form of a beautiful woman to bewilder them by directly cheating them, and thus to act in the interest of the demigods.
Lord Vishnu is saying that when the demons took away the pot of nectar, I assumed the form of a woman to bewilder the demons, acting in the interest of the devatas in order to take away the pot of nectar. It was not so special. It was simple, small reason was there. So when I appeared in the form of Dhanvantari, holding the pot of nectar coming out of the ocean, the devatas were so mesmerized by looking at my form of nectar, my form of Dhanvantari. They were simply gazing at me. And Asuras did not have any attraction for me as Dhanvantari. Only devatas had intense attraction and they became stunned looking at my transcendental form. So as I was looking at Devatas, Devatas are looking at me, and we both are locked looking at each other, and we both became stunned. And Asuras had no interest in me. They are only interested in the nectar part, and they stole it away. And after some time, when the Devatas came to their senses, they looked at me and in a painful way, saying that, my dear Lord, we have been busy looking at you, taking your darshan, but Asura stole away the nectar part. We have done a lot of hard work and we are finally failed. You promised that you will make sure that we will get the nectar so that we can rule the universe for the next 1 month. Then Lord was thinking, don't worry, we'll do the needful. Dhanvantari disappeared. Side me, Lord Ajita was there. He also disappeared. And very soon, where Asuras were running away, only one or two can drink the nectar. Because even Asuras also huge number. Asuras are fighting among themselves. Aham Purvam, Aham Purvam. I will drink first. I will drink first. I will drink more. I will drink more. Something like that. So as they ran away, Mohini Murti came in their midst. Did not say anything. She just came. Then these people who did not want to see at Lord Dhanvantari and they are only interested in the nectar part. Now, even though nectar part in their hands, they are not interested in the nectar. They are only interested in the beauty of the woman. And they are looking at the beauty. See, Lord only see just now, I appeared in another form. You are not just looking at me. But I just appeared as a woman. And you people are looking at me. And no interest in the nectar part. So that this is how the asuras are. So that's all. Just because Devatas, I promised to Devatas that I will give you the nectar. So I had to give them nectar by appearing in the form of women. So what can be done? So like that. Recently we had one Bhagavatam class last week or something like that, and we were speaking about Brahma's creations. In the 20th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, there was a discussion about the creation of uh, 8 types of superhuman beings, 8 category of superhuman beings. All the people who are on the same category of devatas, same power, same lifespan of the devatas. So among them, first of all, Brahmaji utilizing the 24 elements from the lotus flower and 5 ajnana vrittis. Tamas, Moha, Mahamoha, Tamishra, Tamishra. So utilizing the 24 elements plus 5 avidya avaranas, he began to create various living entities. First of all, he created plants, then he created various animals, then he created human beings. So, but all these are prominently in the mode of ignorance and a little bit passion. Very few and very small quantity of Sattva is there in them. So Brahmaji was feeling so sorry for this. Full of ignorance creation, his mind is filled with ignorance, ignorance, ignorance. So suddenly from that ignorance thought processes, there appeared um, 2 category of living entities. And suddenly they felt hunger. They appeared. As soon as they appeared, they felt intense hunger. They want to eat something. They are looking in all directions. There is nothing to eat. And in front of them, there was Brahma. Some people began to say that Bhaksha, Bhaksha, inko kalo, inko kalo. So Brahmaji is saying that no, Ma Bhaksha, Raksha, Raksha Mam, Raksha Mam. Please don't eat me. Please protect me. I am your father. I am your creator. Other people said, Ma Raksha, Bhaksha, Bhaksha. So Brahmaji said, you people, you rascals, you those who are calling me Bhaksha, Bhaksha, you will be known as Yakshas. Those who are calling me Ma Raksha, Ma Raksha, no, do not protect, you will become Rakshasas. You both are known as Yakshas and Rakshasas, saying that Brahma gave up that mentality. And that mentality took the shape of midnight, Nishita. And Asuras ran after that midnight, hoping that that midnight will provide them food for their hunger and thirst. Then Brahma became bewildered. Hey, kya, what kind of creation I'm doing? Till now I was doing creating a tamasic creation. Now the grass tamasic creation I'm creating. Intense tamasic Aksha Rakshasa. They want to eat me only. What is this? Then Brahmaji sat for some time, became calm, meditated on the Lord, hoping that let me create good people who will do good to the society, who will help me in maintaining the creation, in increasing the creation, etc. As a result of that, Brahmaji became completely satisfied, completely happy, his face became shining brightly. From that happy situation, there appeared devatas, different variety of devatas. And they are so happily, very gently, amicably, they came and asked Brahmaji, my dear Brahmaji, please tell us what we can do. How can we serve you? What is our seva? Like that. So Brahmaji told, all my dear children, you are all kindly assist me in maintaining the universe, in increasing the population, etc. 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 Devata said, yes, sir, we definitely do. Plus, please allot some places for our services. Then from that happiness of Brahmaji, there appeared the daytime, the brightness, daytime. Lord Brahma said, take this daytime and during the daytime perform all your activities. So Devatas took that day happily and went away. Now in a sense, Brahmaji became very happy. Finally, I did something meaningful. Finally, I did something wonderful. I can do anything I want. थोड़ा सा क्या बोलते हैं like I can do a kind of passionate nature, a kind of yeah, I'm the one who can do something. A doership mentality something came. That Rajasic mentality increased in Brahma. Turant from that mentality there appeared Asuras, filled with lot of Rajoguna. As soon as the Asuras appeared, they were looking in all directions. They wanted a mating partner. So there was no mating partner. In front of them, only Brahma was there. So they are running, they are approaching Brahma. Brahma asked, yes, my dear children, why are you coming to me? And the Asuras began to say that we want to have a mating partner to become our mating partner. Brahmaji became bewildered. First he laughed. Hey, what are you speaking? What kind of thought you have? Still they persisted after Brahma. So Brahma began to run away. So as he ran away, they also ran away. So while running, Brahmaji prayed to Lord Vishnu. Oh Lord, please preserve me, please protect me. Lord Vishnu said, just now you released your body of disgust in the form of night, your body of happiness in the form of day. Like this, you release this, your body, your thought of passion. So in the form of twilight. So Brahmaji released that appeared in the form of a twilight. Then the Asuras, instead of running after Brahmaji, were running after the twilight. The twilight is like sunset. Sun is setting. There are mountains. There are clouds. Clouds of different colors. Some of them are black. Some of them are reddish. Some of them are yellowish. Some of them are whitish, golden color, crimson color. Like that, different colors are there. So they were looking at these clouds, which appearing to be like a beautiful woman. And they began to glorify this woman. Oh, what kind of beauty is this? Thin waist and beautiful hips and beautiful face. And she is playing with a ball, red crimson ball. The ball was sun god who was sitting down. And some clouds are becoming dark and some of them are becoming bright. And they are saying that you are covering your body out of shyness, this, that. They began to glorify the clouds so much. Considering the clouds to be a beautiful woman. This is Asuras. Asuras, if they see a beautiful woman, they run after her. They forget what is their business and all. They are not interested in anything else. Same thing here also. When Lord Dhanvantari came, they are not interested. They are only interested in the nectar. When Mohini came, They are not even interested in the nectar. They are only interested in the Mohini. That is the mentality of the Asuras. So, Lord says, oh, what is so special in that? Anyway, by nature, Asuras are interested in the woman. I appeared as a simple, ordinary woman, and they became attracted to her. उसमें कुछ specialty नहीं. मेरा farm में उतना it was no special farm. It was very quite natural, quite ordinary farm. So there is no need to be curious to see that farm. You don't have to come all the way from Kailash to here. हाँ? इतना दूर travel करके आने का जरूरत नहीं. Because that was like any ordinary woman. तो उसमें कुछ खास है ही नहीं. Because Asuras by nature they are attracted to women. Any woman comes in front of them, they will be attracted. There is nothing special in that. So there is nothing special in my farm. So why you want to see that simple ordinary farm? Like that, Lord Vishnu is suggesting to Shiva. I took this very astonishing form of a woman which would bewilder the demons. But this is insignificant for you. अभी आपके लिए कुछ जरूरत नहीं. You are not ordinary person. You are Yogeshwara. It cannot bewilder you. We have powers of yoga. You are Yogeshwara. You are master of yoga. आपको ये देखने का जरूरत नहीं. ये फार्म आपको कुछ नहीं करेंगे. देवताओं को कुछ नहीं किया. आपको क्या करेंगे? Even devatas were not agitated by looking at the film. आपको कुछ हो गया, कुछ फायदा नहीं. देखने की कुछ आवश्यकता नहीं है. Like that, Lord Vishnu is speaking in a dual meaning. What was that dual meaning? It is not possible for a deer to harm a hunter. You are like self-controlled hunter. So what deer can harm a hunter? Your self-control will not be harmed at all by looking at that ordinary woman form. You might have seen crores of women. What is the need for you to see this woman form like that? This would be bewildering to the demons, but not to the devatas. Since the devatas were situated in Sattva-guna, since the demons were in Rajoguna, they were attracted to that form. And devatas in Sattva-guna, they were not even attracted to her. And you are Shuddha Sattva. आपको तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. So what was your intention in? So the question is, what was your intention in doing this to the insignificant demons? If you are telling that demons are insignificant, form is insignificant, then why did you do? Why did you appear in the form of human? दूसरा रूप से दूसरा फॉर्म से कर सकते थे ना. ह्यूमन का रूप क्यों लिया? ऐसे करके भगवान शिव पूछा. तो उसके लिए I saw the interest of the devatas. I had no other motive. Lord Vishnu replied that, no, I did not think a lot. At that time, I thought this would be appropriate, this would be enough. Because the Asuras, their attention can be diverted only if the woman comes in front of them. So I appeared as a woman. That's all. There is no special motive, special reason, and no special significance. It's all like a common, simple thing. Like that, Lord Vishnu answered. But still, in order to increase the bewilderment of Lord Shiva more and more, Lord Vishnu speaks further. Tatteham darshayishyami
Ham darshishami
didruksho surasattama
Ditroksho Surusattama
kaminam mantavyam
Kaminam Bahumantavyam
sankalpa prabhavodayam.
Sankalpa Prabhavodayam. Translation: O best of the demigods, I shall now show you my form that is very much appreciated by those who are lusty. Since you want to see that form, I shall reveal it in your presence. Hare Krishna.
So here Lord Vishnu is saying, oh best of the devatas, Surasattama, I shall now show you my form that gives rise to lust, and it is appreciated by those who are lusty. And Lord saying that actually the Asuras by nature are lusty. That's why they became attracted to that form. But Devatas and Sattva-guna, and you are best among the Devatas. So आपके लिए कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Don't worry. I mean, still if you are curious to see, it is not so special. But still if you are curious to see, Darshayishyami Didruksho. Oh, Sarasatama, still you are interested to see that form? I will show you. Since you came all the way from here, all the way from Kailash to here, your endeavor should not go in vain. So I will show you that form. So like that Lord Vishnu said. Whatever may be, your purpose in coming so far should not be wasted. Since you want to see it, I'll show it. If I do not, your curiosity will not go away. This form gives rise to lust. Sankalpa Prabhava Udayam. This form produces lust in lusty people. Therefore, this form is respected by the lusty people. However, it cannot produce any lust in you, who are the enemy of lust. So, Kaminam Bahumantavyam. So, the Kamikas may glorify this form, but you are enemy of lust because Lord Vishnu is remembering Lord Shiva that. So, आप किसके साथ आया? पार्वती के साथ आया, माता पार्वती के साथ आया. क्या हुआ आपका शादी के टाइम पे? When Kandarpa came and created spring season, and all the Apsaras and Kandarpa were nicely dancing, and Mother Parvati wanted to marry you by disturbing your tapasya, because after Sati left her body, since then you began to perform tapasya, very severe tapasya you have been performing for so long. You have performed tapasya. Same Sati now appeared as Parvati. She wants to marry you once again, but you are not coming out of tapasya. Just to bring you out of tapasya, the Kamadev was doing, because the reason was the Asuras were attacking the Devatas time and again so much. The Devatas do not have a proper commander in chief. They need a proper Senapati. The Senapati will be the son of Mother Shiva, Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva. And there was the Asura, who was the Senapati of the Asuras. He had a boon from Brahmaji that he can only be killed by the child of Lord Shiva and Mother Sati. He cannot be killed by anybody. Because he thought Sati died, there is no possibility of Sati having a child to Lord Shiva once again. That was his calculation. So now Devatas requested Mother Parvati, was none other than Sati only. Somehow you have to marry Lord Shiva and you have to beget one child. Only that child can kill this Asura, Tarakasura. Otherwise, he is immune to everyone. He is creating a lot of havoc to the entire universe. And Devatas keep fighting, what to do. And they requested Kandarpa, please do something. Bring Lord Shiva out of his samadhi. He can marry, he can beget a child. Without that, there is no possibility of us becoming peaceful. So Kandarpa came and tried to agitate Lord Shiva by getting the spring auspicious season, everything, and keeping Parvati in front of his eyes. As Lord Shiva opened his eyes, he saw Mother Parvati, he saw all the spring season around. He became so angry that you Kandarpa, how dare you to disturb my. Yeah. He became so angry, opened his third eye. Kandarpa burned to ashes. All the Apsaras fled away. So you don't tolerate Kama. Kamadev and also Kama. You burn it to ashes. So you are the enemy of lust. So आपको वो lust क्या करेंगे? कुछ नहीं करेगा, कुछ बिगड़ेगा नहीं आपको. So like that. But if you are curious, then please see it. This is the external meaning. Lord Vishnu spoke, this is the external meaning. But what is the internal meaning? There is, however, inner meaning. The desire of you, this desire of you, who are the conqueror of lust, and a great yogi, you are known as a great Yogeshwara. Since Kaimu Manantara onwards, you are practicing tapasya till Shaksha Manantara. You are known as a great tapasvi, Dhira Purusha. And you are the destroyer of Kamadev. You are not disturbed by even the beautiful lady Parvati also, who is in front of your eyes. I will cause you to fall into the whirlpool of lust, and it will not be my fault. You asked me to show that form. I'll show. But the result will be, even though you might have burnt Gandharva to ashes, even though you may be known as the greatest of all yogis, Yogeshwara, even though you are known for not being touched by Kama, but today I will make you touched by Kama. And I will make you dance running after Kama. And that is not my fault. Because you yourself came all the way from Kailash to here. That is the result of you coming all the way here. ले लो, देखते हैं अभी. तो आप योगेश्वर बने रहेंगे, नहीं तो देखते हैं अभी नाचेंगे. So like that. This was internal meaning of Lord Vishnu while he was speaking to Lord Shiva. So like that. Is all of you are able to follow? Any questions?
No, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So now the rest of the chapter is all about story. Sri Shuka Uvacha. Yeah, your question? Quickly. Little louder. They will also hear. Now here, this is like Vaikunta, where Lord Vishnu resides. This Vaikunta is located just above Satyaloka. It is Mahavaikunta where the Manvantara Avatara resides. Lord Shiva went all the way up to Lord Vishnu. Because Samudra Manthan was happening in the Bhuloka only. But now Samudra Manthan, that episode is over. The Lord again went back to his home. Now Lord Shiva came to Lord's home, where Lord is staying. So that is where this pastime is happening. But it seems that it is not even there also. Even they said that all the sages are running here and there. So it seems that not even Lord Vishnu's place. It is happening somewhere in the Bhuloka only. Because later on we see that where Mohini Murthi was taking Lord Shiva across here and there, all the sages were there, where they were performing tapasya. So exactly, I don't know where exactly this pastime is happening, but the pastime is happening in a place where a lot of sages are there. That is where the entire event is happening. So let us see. Eventually, there may be some details in the Bhagavatam. Sri Shuka
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Just wanted to ask you, in Bhulok also that the 7 islands and 7 seas of the Milk Ocean, there it was this pastime took place in that Milk Ocean, no?
Yes,
On
yes. In the Bhuloka only, the fifth ocean was the Milk Ocean. That is where. Yes.
And
That is
then
where the fight also between the Devatas and Asura took place.
the sages also must be there only somewhere.
Yeah, maybe. So Lord Shiva might have come there only. That is also possible. Exactly, we cannot pinpoint where exactly. We can say it might have happened in the same place only. As soon as the battle is over, ultimately Lord Shiva might have come. So it could be there only where the Samudra took place. It can be there also. But we cannot pinpoint it because there is nowhere mentioned directly like that. So
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, your voice is fading in between. I don't know, is it me only or
sorry.
others?
Yes, it is fading in between.
Here, internet connection a little bit weaker is in the temple. That's why it could be.
Okay, okay.
So I'll try to speak as close to laptop as possible so that we'll avoid. Yeah. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha
Iti Bruvano Bhagavams
Iti Bhruvano Bhagavams
Tatraivantardiyata
Tatraivantaradhiyata
Sarvatas Charayam Chakshur
Sarvatascharayam Chakshur
Bhava Aste Sahomaya.
Bhava Aste Savo Maya. Sri Shukadev Goswami continued. After speaking in this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu immediately disappeared, and Lord Shiva remained there with Uma, looking for him all around with moving eyes.
Yeah. So Lord Vishnu responded to the request of Lord Shiva. Then suddenly Lord Vishnu disappeared. After speaking in this way, the Supreme Lord disappeared, and Lord Shiva remained there along with Uma, looking all around with his eyes. So he was looking around, where Vishnu gone, where Vishnu gone, like that. So now the story begins. Tato dadarsho pavane varasriyam
Darshayo Pavanev Varsatyam
विचित्र पुष्पारुण पल्लवद्रुमे
Vichitra Pushparno Pallava Drume
विक्रीडतीं कन्दुकलीलयालसद्
Vikriditattam Kandukaplaleyalasat
दुकूलपर्यस्तनितम्बमेकलाम्
Tukul paryasta nitamba mekhalaya mekhalam. Translation. Thereafter, in a nice forest nearby, full of trees with reddish pink leaves and varieties of flowers, Lord Shiva saw a beautiful woman playing with a ball. Her hips were covered with a shining sari and ornamented with a belt.
Yeah. So after some time, as Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati were wandering, looking around here and there, at a far distant, not so far, but nearby only, a beautiful woman appeared. So that is being described. Thereafter, in a nice forest nearby, full of trees, with pink leaves and varieties of flowers, Lord Shiva saw a beautiful woman playing with a ball. She had a belt around her hips, which could not be seen because of her bright cloth. She had a belt around her hips, which could not be seen at all because of the bright cloth. So, the next set of verses are all about the description of the Mohini Murti only. Let us quickly read through. Um, Her waist appeared to break at every step because of the heavy weight of her necklace and her breast, and because of the up and down movement of her body catching the ball. She moved here and there with feet like moving coral, and she was running, playing with a ball that is being described here. She had wide, restless eyes with pupils frequently alarmed by the fickle movements of the ball bouncing in all directions. As ball going here and there, she was also looking here and there in the direction in which ball was going, and she was trying to catch the ball and running that way. Her face was decorated with black hair and cheeks shining with the reflections of the glittering of earrings on her ears. So this description comes whenever Lord Vishnu's description comes in the Bhagavatam, wherever there is there, Vakra Alaka, the curly hairs are there, and Makara Kundala, the cheeks are bright. These descriptions always come in the Bhagavatam. So this is all about Lord Vishnu's description. So in that way. Here it says, Swakarna Vibrajita Kundalolasat Kapola Neelalaka Manditananam. Anna means the face. The face is brightly shining because of the Neela Alaka and Kundala Ullasa. Vibrajita Kundala Ullasa. Makara Kundala is Vibrajita and Neela Alaka. The black curly hairs are coming down and they turned around, and both earrings and black curly hairs making the face beautiful and brightly shining the cheeks. So like that. Even for Mohini Murti also. She had wide, restless eyes with pupils which became alarmed by the fickle movements of the ball bouncing in all directions. When the ball is going here and there, she is also looking here and there and turning here and there. Like that, she is going ahead. Her cloth became loose and her hair scattered. She tried to bind her hair with left hand, while she bounced the ball with the right hand. She enchanted the whole world by the Lord's Maya. So she was trying to tie our hair with left hand, playing with the right hand, with such a beautiful display of beauty, she could enchant the entire universe. She enchanted the whole world by the Lord's Maya. That means the internal meaning here is the entire world is bewildered by Maya. But the husband of Maya, Lord Shiva, is not bewildered by Maya. Okay? And Lord Shiva's other name is Vishwanath, the master of universe. But the beauty of this lady bewildered Vishwanath. And Vishwanath began to bewildered. He became attracted to this lady. So that is understanding. Samnahatyatiyam means binding. The Lord bewilders the world by external energy. Through Maya Devi, Lord bewilders everyone, all of us. Now he bewildered even Lord Shiva, who was the Atma Rama and in control of Maya by his form. Where Maya bewilders all the living entities, the master of Maya, Maya Pati, is bewildered by Lord's beauty. So, like that. Wherein Lord Shiva was known as Dhira Purusha, Yogeshwara, Tapasvi. this, that, husband of Maya, etc. etc. But that husband of Maya is bewildered by Yoga Maya potency. So that's how it is indicated. Next, as Lord Shiva observed her, he was defeated by the glances she cast, and her distinct smile mixed with a slight shyness as she played with the ball. While playing with the ball, the Mohini Murti was slightly looking at Lord Shiva through her slightly glances and slightly smiling in order to attract Lord Shiva's attention. As Lord Shiva continuously gazing at her, she began to smile. Bas ho gaya. So like that. He became fully agitated from gazing at her and from the glances of the woman. So Mohini Murti is glancing from the sideline glances, and Lord Shiva is staring at her, and he was completely amazed looking at the beauty of that lady, and Shiva began to laugh. He was not even aware of himself, his associates or his wife next to him. Lord Shiva also did not come alone. He came with Mother Uma or Parvati. He also came with Nandi and all his followers, and so many sages also came. He is not in all looking at them. He is only staring at that lady in front of everyone. So that is the kind of attraction Lord Shiva had for this lady. Lord Shiva lost all senses, lost his yoga, lost his power, lost his discrimination, having been stolen by the glances released along with her definite smile, indicating her lust and her slight shyness. Because of thinking, some handsome man is looking at me as she played with the ball in this way. As this handsome man is looking at me, at her, and she also looking at Lord Shiva with slight smile. So, like that. This is how God attracted Shiva. His mind became agitated by gazing at Mohini Murti and by the glances from her. So he was completely captivated by the beauty of Mohini Murti. And uh, he was not even considerate about who is there next to him. His wife is there. And all the sages are there next to him. So he's not even shy. He is not even considerate of all these things. What these people will think about me, like that also he is not thinking. He was simply attracted by the beauty of this lady and simply staring at her. Then what happened? When the ball leaped from the hand and fell at a distance, the woman began to follow it. While Shiva watched, a breeze suddenly raised the woman's fine dress and belt. As the ball went long distance and the woman began to run faster, and Lord Shiva was looking at her. Seeing the attractive woman pleasing to behold, as she cast an attractive glance, Lord Shiva became attracted to her since she was attracted to him. So Shiva is attracted to her, she was attracted to him, and she indicated her attraction to him by her slight glances, indicating that she is continuously looking at him intermittently at time and again. Is still looking at me, still looking at me. Even though she went far, still Shiva is staring, 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 staring. As she was going far away, now Lord Shiva began to run after her to catch her. Because Baal was going away, she is going away, and Lord Shiva will run after her. That is explained in the next verses. Lord Shiva, his good sense taken away by the woman and agitated by her provoking gestures, approached her without shame while Uma personally watched. Uma was there and other sages were there next to him. His entire family was there, entire entourage is there. But still he was so bewildered and so attracted to this lady, he began to run after her. Tat Padam means the place where she was standing. The place where she was playing the ball, to that place Lord Shiva ran. Then what did he do? The woman with her top piece slipping down saw Lord Shiva approaching, very shy. She ran and hid herself among the trees while smiling. As Shiva came close by, she went behind trees and she was hiding herself. But what happened? His senses being agitated, Lord Shiva, victimized by lust, began to follow her, just as a male elephant follows a she elephant. Even though out of shame she was hiding herself behind trees, Lord Shiva went into the trees and began to chase after her. Just like mad elephant is running after a female elephant. Following her with great speed, Shiva finally caught her and bringing her close by the braid of her hairs. So as she was running away, her braid was so long. Lord Shiva caught hold of that and pulled her back, and he embraced her with his arms, although she was unwilling. So Lord Shiva tightly embraced her, even though she does not want that embrace. Embraced by Shiva, like a female elephant embraced by a male elephant, the woman whose hair was scattered, skimmed, she began to cry, shout, leave me, like something like that. O king, this woman with large hips who had appeared by Yogamaya of the Lord freed herself from his embrace and ran away. After a little bit shouts, she freed herself and she ran away from Lord Shiva. The woman was made to appear by the Lord through his Yogamaya. So the woman was the display of the complete Yogamaya of Lord Vishnu. Because in order to bewilder Lord Shiva, ordinary beauty is not sufficient. So the complete beauty of Yogamaya is displayed to Lord Shiva. Then, as if harassed by an enemy in the form of lust, Lord Shiva followed after Vishnu in the form of a woman who acts in an astonishing way. So, just like an elephant runs after another female elephant, Lord Shiva could not be able to control his lust. As she ran away, he simply ran after her. So, like that. The word as if indicates that in reality, Shiva was not conquered by lust. So here it is said, na? Pratyapadyata kamena vairineva vinirjita. So, from external point of view, it is always completely appearing that he was completely bewildered by Maya. He was completely defeated by Kama. But in reality, in the core of the heart, he was not bewildered by Kama. It is all a display in order to glorify Lord Vishnu. So that's what Bhagavatam says. The word as if indicates that in reality, Lord Shiva was not conquered by lust, but Lord Shiva was conquered by Yogamaya potency. Yogamaya potency should not produce lust, the material lust. This running of Lord Shiva after Mohini Murti is not out of material lust. It was a bewilderment caused by Lord Vishnu, Yogamaya. We cannot simply say that Lord Shiva became lusty and ran after a woman. No. It is just like Brahma Vimohan Lila is happened because of Lord Vishnu's Yogamaya potency. Same way, Lord Shiva was bewildered by Lord's Yogamaya potency. As a result of that, he is running after that lady. And the lady is not another lady. He is Lord Vishnu himself. How can Lord Vishnu can stimulate lust in anybody? So, like that. Material, that to material lust. Just as a maddened bull elephant follows a female elephant, which is able to conceive, Lord Shiva followed the beautiful woman and discharged semen, even though his discharge of semen never goes in vain. And because Lord Shiva was already agitated by attraction toward the female, and as he was running after her, he discharged semen all over the pathway. Wherever he ran after that lady, all the way he was discharging the semen. Even though Lord Shiva's semen will not go in vain. Why it will not go in vain? Susminaha means a mad elephant. Lord Shiva's semen does not go in vain since it transforms into gold. Wherever Lord Shiva discharged semen, later on it transformed into gold mines. All that area is filled with lot of gold mines. So wherever this pastime took place, that place is filled with gold mines. O king, wherever the semen of the great personality of Lord Shiva fell on the surface of the earth, that place became that the earth became places for mining gold and silver. All those places became mining places of gold and silver. These mines appeared by the grace of Lord Shiva. Thus, persons desiring gold first should please Lord Shiva, then they should take the gold. So it is like that. So this is how Lord Shiva was bewildered by Lord's Yogamaya potency. Even while chasing after her, he discharged his semen on the way, and that entire area became gold mines. Saris Sarasu Salileshu
Saritsaritshu Saileshu
Vaneshu Pavaneshu Cha
Vaneshu Upavaneshu Cha
Yatra Kwachasan Rushayas
Yatra Kvacha Sandrushayas
Tatra Sannihito Araha.
Tatra Sannihito Hara. Following Mohini, Lord Shiva went everywhere, near the shores of the rivers and lakes, near the mountains, near the forests, near the gardens, and wherever there lived great sages.
Yeah. So that lady was running to different places, and where all she ran, and Lord Shiva followed her. So where all Lord Shiva followed her, that is explained here. Following Mohini, Lord Shiva went everywhere, near the shores of the rivers, lakes, near the mountains, near the forests, near the gardens, wherever sages lived. Tatra Sannihito Araha. Who are the sages? The sages are the dearmost people to Lord Shiva. Sages love Lord Shiva loves sages. So, unka near and dear wherever they are, Mohini Murti took him there, all the way places. जो लोग लॉर्ड शिवा को हाई रिगार्ड करते हैं, मतलब जो लोग always adore Lord Shiva, look up to Lord Shiva, and that Lord Shiva in their midst running after a lady. So in that way, so in one sense, Lord Vishnu want to make Lord Shiva completely humble. So in that way, following her, Lord Shiva went near rivers, lakes, mountains, and forests in order to show the sages that Lord Shiva had fallen from his practice of yoga. Lord Shiva was known as Yogeshwara, completely self-controlled धीरा. अभी देखो जो धीरा पुरुष औरत के पीछे भाग रहे, something like that. This taught the perfected yogis that their controlled minds should not put faith in a young woman. So Lord Vishnu saying that even though you may be self-controlled, never ever play, never ever desire to see a beautiful woman. You may be self-controlled, but beautiful woman comes in front of you, you will lose your self-control. Like that, Lord Shiva was trying to educate, Lord Vishnu was trying to educate everyone. Even if Shiva can become attracted to the beauty of women, then what to speak of you sages? So don't unnecessarily curious to see the woman, something like that. Skaneretati sopashat
Kanneretasi sopashad
atmanam deva mayaya
Atmanam Deva Mayaya
jadi krutam drupa shrestha
Jarikritam Nripashrestha
sanyavartata kasmalat.
Sanyavartata Kashmalat. O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the kings, when Lord Shiva had fully discharged semen, he could see how he himself had been victimized by the illusion created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, he restrained himself from any further Maya.
Oh, best of the kings, when Shiva fully discharged semen, he could see how he himself had been victimized by the illusion created by the Supreme Lord. Thus, he gave up pursuing her further. While running after her, even though he was running along the pathways where the different sages are residing and performing tapasya, in their midst only he was running, he was not at all looking at them, he was simply looking at her. But on the pathway, everywhere he was discharging semen. When discharge is complete, then he became normal, he came to his senses, then मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? What am I doing here? इतना दूर आके क्या कर रहा हूँ? ये सब क्या? Then he became stopped. He did not follow after Mohini Murti. He had been completely dumbfounded the moment he saw Mohini. Now, when he had fully discharged the semen, he realized that he had been completely befooled. He gave up pursuing Mohini Murti. Mohini Murti को follow करना बंद कर दिया. Finally. So here, this pastime is mentioned in the Bhagavatam like this. In India, especially South India, I don't know whether Skanda Purana or other mentioned this pastime or they are interpolated, added, or here and there. But people say that here in this pastime, as Lord Shiva embraced Mohini Murti, he impregnated her. And eventually, Mohini Murti gave birth to a child. That child is Ayappa. So, Kerala, Ayappa is like the most worshipable deity, and all south states they follow this 41 days vrata. So 41 days counting before Makar Sankranti. During Makar Sankranti, they all come to Shabarimala, where they will see Ayappa, and also they will see a particular light brightly shining in the forest. So these are the rituals being followed in South India, and they say that this was the pastime during which Lord Shiva impregnated Mohini Murti, and Ayappa is the child of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Like that, they consider and they worship. And they say Ayappa is the third child of Lord Shiva. Ayappa already had Ganesh and Kartikeya, the third child of Lord Shiva. Like that, they consider and they worship. So we don't know whether really it happened or not. At least in the Bhagavatam, it is not mentioned. So it really happened. It is interpolated. We don't know. But this is the faith people have. That is how they worship Ayappa. And recently, that Ayappa is like is in news. There are so many controversies are happening. Women are not allowed. Why women are not allowed? Why not? What fault is there? And women are not supposed to follow this vrata, something like that. So many things are happening, and so much things are happening. They keep happening. So whatever it is. So that was like a side story for this pastime.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Prabhuji, is Ayyappan is not Guru Vayu
No, no. Guruvayurappa is Balakrishna. Guruvayurappan is different.
Krishna.
Both are different. Guruvayurappan is clearly Balakrishna only. That Guruvayurappan, it is like the story goes to say that the deity at one point of time, Mother Devaki, of course, Mother Devaki requested that deity is in Udupi Krishna. So similarly, Lord Krishna was keep traveling everywhere, here, there, everywhere. So Mother Rukmini said, no, you keep traveling everywhere. It feels very alone, loneliness when I am alone. So please do something so that I will never feel that I'm separate from you. I'm missing you. Then Lord Krishna prepared a deity and gave to Mother Rukmini, I suppose. And Mother Rukmini used to worship the deity. So because Lord Krishna used to travel a lot. He would go to Hastinapur, he would go to Indraprastha, here, there, he keep traveling. So many things he has to do now. So world mission. So Mother Rukmini was worshipping this deity always. So after Dwaraka was about to submerge, so when Lord Krishna was about to wind up his pastimes, Brahaspati and Vayu, both of them came to Lord Krishna and Mother Rukmini. They said, Mother, you have been worshipping this deity. Very soon, the Lord is going to wind up these pastimes. The Dwaraka is going to be drowned in the waters. Can we have this deity? Can we worship this deity afterwards? So Mother Rukmini said, okay, no problem. You take this deity, worship. So both Guru and Vayu. Guru is Brahaspati and Vayu. They were taking the deity. They have been traveling in the skies. They have started from Guru Dwaraka and they have been traveling towards south. As they were traveling towards south, exact Leela, I don't know whether they themselves wanted to stop or somebody request them to stop. At Guruvayur, they made a stay, they rested for a while. They want to take bath or they want to take some rest or whatever they want to offer the noontime oblations or worship the deity, whatever. They've kept the deity there and they took bath and they worship the deity. Everything fine. It is said that Lord Shiva also resides in the Guruvayur. It is in Guruvayur the 10 Prachetas met Lord Shiva, where Lord Shiva instructed Rudragita to 10 Prachetas. As the Guru and Vayu were taking the deity along, Lord Shiva said, please, please, please wait for a while. Let us worship Lord. You are coming, going all the way. Anyway, you are going to go to Swarga. But before that, let me also worship the Lord, which Mother Rukmini worshipped all the while. So 3 of them worshipped Lord Krishna. So afterwards, when Guru and Vayu wanted to take the deity and lift the deity and go to heaven, the deity was not moving at all. Because while worshipping, Lord Shiva was praying to Lord Krishna, my dear Lord, please stay here now. If you stay here, I can worship you for the rest of eternity. If you go away, how will I worship? This Guru and Vayu, anyway, they can come and worship anywhere they want, but I cannot go anywhere. I have to stay here. This is my place to reside. So if you stay here, I can worship and they also can worship whenever they want. Please stay here. Like that, they prayed in the heart. So Lord listened and Lord did not move from there. So Guru and Vayu tried so much. The Lord was not moving at all. Then they understood that I think it is Lord's desire to stay here. What we can do? So they left the Lord there only. And Lord Shiva began to worship Lord since then. So that became Guru Vayu Rappan.
Okay.
He is the father of Guru and Vayu. He is the master of Guru and Vayu. So in that way. Even Mataji is there, she knows better. Mataji, is this correct only? Nayar Prabhu and
Yes, Prabhu, it is
is this even?
Yes, Prabhuji.
If there is some correction, please correct that.
No correction, everything is fine. Ayyappa is also fine. We saw that Jyoti 2 days before Shankarate Gadin in the TV.
Okay.
So even North Indians now they observe Vrat and lakhs of people are going now to Sabrimala. Gujaratis, Maharashtrians, so many people.
No, I am not asking about Shabarimala. I am asking about Guru Vairappan.
No, the story is correct, whatever you said. That is Mammiyur Mahadevan. Near Guruvayur, Mammiyur is there. There that Shiva is there. If you go to worship Guruvayur, you should go to Mammiyur also, worship that Shiva also, and you should finish the yatra.
Even within Guruvayur also in one side there is Lord Shiva temple where Lord Shiva is said to be spoken Rudragita to Prachetas. That is the same.
Yes, Prabhuji. That is Rudra Tirtha. That is called Rudra Tirtha. That is Rudra Tirtha.
Yeah.
It is in that Mammiyur
in 2010. Yes, Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhuji. That is the place where as you said, Prachetas, that incident happened. Rudra Gita was recited there. And Lord Shiva moved from that place that you stay here, Guruvayur, means that deity of Krishna, stay here, I will move. And that's how Lord moved to Mammiyur. That is little nearby. Always he gives that way, like Shivji gives his place to Krishna.
Yes. And he becomes a Dham Rakshak also.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. You told perfectly the correct story.
Long back in 2010, visited Guruvayur during our South India Yatra. Before going to South India Yatra, we visited just one day. We were there and we visited these two places that time. I just vaguely remember. So, correct.
And Hare Krishna Prabhuji, even the deity, the deity of Udupi Krishna was also worshipped by Rukmini only, no?
That's my question also.
That
What's
is
the story?
But that was worshipped by Mother Devaki.
This was the Mother Devi.
This was Mother Rukmini, that was Mother Devaki, because Mother Devaki, when Krishna Balram came back to Madura, so then Rohini was telling what all the pastimes Lord Krishna used to do in Vrindavan. So Mother Yashoda and Mother Devaki and all other queens of Lord Krishna, Subhadra, they used to hear these pastimes from Rohini. So Mother Devaki used to feel that Yashoda was so fortunate, Rohini was also so fortunate, I am so unfortunate. I never witnessed any pastimes of Lord Krishna. She was feeling a little bit sorry. So one day Lord Krishna came to her, asked, my dear mother, why are you so moody? Why are you so feeling so dejected? He said, this is the reason for my dejection. I could not have that good fortune of witnessing your childhood pastimes. So then Lord Krishna asked, then how can I relieve you from the dejection? He said, can you please play the pastime again once again, the Damodar Leela with me? So Lord Krishna displayed the entire Damodar Leela in front of Mother Devaki. How Yashoda Ma chased after Lord Krishna, trying to bind him. So like that, the entire Leela. Then Mother Yashoda, Mother Devaki prayed that I want to have a deity of this particular Damodar Leela. I want to always remember this wonderful pastime of yours. I don't want to forget any time. So Lord Krishna manifested that Udupi Krishna deity. That Udupi Krishna deity and also Balram's deity also there, because Balram is also part of that pastime. So two deities were manifested, and Mother Devaki was very nicely worshipping these two deities. That Udupi Krishna's deity, who was like holding the tokkal and also thread, while Mother Yashoda was churning that, and Lord Krishna came and stopped Mother Yashoda. That one, and also Balram's. Balram also like standing very nicely, looking at amazingly, something like that. And the both the deities eventually landed to, after Dwaraka was submerged into the ocean, along with that Matti, they came to Udupi, and Madhvacharya installed both the deities. One in Alapi beach and other one in Udupi Krishna, Chandra Sarovar. Alapi
Okay,
beach,
so
there only,
Thank you.
nearby only, maybe some 7-8 kilometers. In the ocean, the beach where the boat was struck, the two deities were brought out. It is actually a big log of mud. So as Madhvacharya was taking it, it broke in two pieces. One piece fell down. That piece which fell down, that was Balramji's. So Balramji was installed there only. That piece was still in the hands. He brought it to Chandra Sarovar. There he installed him. That was Krishna. So there is about 10-kilometer distance. दोनों के बीच में. So in that way, that was Mother Devaki's worshipable deity, and Guruvayur is Mother Rukmini's worshipable deity. So in that way.
okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, somebody else was saying something in between.
Yes, Prabhuji. I have few questions, Prabhuji. Like we discussed regarding Bhagavatam doesn't mention about this pastime, means regarding the birth of Ayyappan Swami, like that. So means how it should be understood that particular shastras only mention, because this is the major thing now, means if it has happened or pastime that way, then why Bhagavatam keeps it concealed, or how it should be understood?
No, even not only this pastime, many other pastimes are explained in a different way in other Puranas. Because the Puranas are mentioned in 3 different modes. Tamasic Puranas, Rajasic and Sattvic, and Bhagavatam is considered to be Shuddha Sattva. Because, see, different people are at different levels. So according to their level, the details should be mentioned so that they will appreciate, they develop faith upon the Shastra, and they are connected to the personalities described in the scriptures. Bhagavatam talks about the high level of morality, high level of character, high level of conduct, which may not be appreciated by people who are not of self-control, who do not have a lot of self-control. So what is mentioned in the Bhagavatam is like very refined details, which may not be appreciated by people in general. But see, for now, in the Bhagavatam, like a man is chasing after women, and we cannot say that there is no contact between male and female. How can that happen? Something like that one may say. But in the Bhagavatam, there is no contact between them. But in other Puranas, that is mentioned because that's what people assume. That is what that is acceptable to the people. So yes, so eventually she became pregnant and delivered a baby, and that baby is Ayyappa. So it becomes quite normal for people to accept. Even like this, many other pastimes also. In 10th canto, because recently I was writing that book, those 125 years, I've been reading the pastime in different places. Even if you go to Tirupati, if you purchase the book, which is describing Tirupati's pastime, which is from Skanda Purana and Markandeya Purana, there it talks that when our Bhrigu Muni, who was testing Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, when he went to Kailash to test Lord Shiva, That scripture says, plus even the Salapurana of Tirupati, it says that Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati were intimacy. And Mother Parvati was without clothes. As soon as Bhrigu entered, and Lord Shiva got up and he wanted to receive Lord Shiva, and Mother Parvati covered her clothes, herself with clothes, and she hid herself behind the pillar or something like that. As Lord Shiva was coming to welcome Bhrigu, and Bhrigu became angry. Hey, what kind of welcome you are doing? You are suddenly getting up from your inner chambers and coming and welcoming me. What kind of personality are you? So don't touch me. Matlab, a Brahmana might thought that okay, you are in privacy with your wife, and then you should take bath and wear fresh clothes and come and receive the guests. How can you come just straight away like that? And not only that, other thing is that you always live in the crematorium. Your body is filled with all the crematorium dust, crematorium ashes, which is not accepted by the people who maintain the cleanliness and follows and rules and rituals, especially the Brahmanas. They want to have Sushi Subrata. So in that way, he expresses his disgust. So like that, because the Skanda Purana and Markandeya Purana, which are said to be in the tamasic nature, the Purana is not tamasic, but the details mentioned in these Puranas are appreciated by people in tamasic, tamoguna. So they will appreciate this pastime. But in the past, the same pastime in the Bhagavatam mentioned as Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati were sitting on the royal throne, and there is the assembly going on. In that assembly, they were discussing with all the members of Kailash. Then Bhrigu entered into that assembly. And Lord Shiva got up from his throne and came down to embrace. Then Bhrigu became wild and chastised Lord Shiva, saying that your body is filled with crematorium ashes and all. Same pastime only, the scene changed from Bhagavad Purana to other Purana. Because Bhagavad Purana, so one may say, which of these two, which is right? Actually, both are right. See, it's not about what is happening. It is all about by telling these pastimes in what way you can connect people to scriptures. That is important. A person in Tamoguna will be attracted to hear this pastime, which has some stories about the intimacy between male and female. But for people who are in mode of goodness and Satvaguna, you don't have to tell all these things. They are not so much interested in all these kind of things. So for them, the same pastime is told as if the Parvati and Shiva were sitting in the royal throne. So it's like that. Based on the audience, the pastime need to be presented. Same Parishit Maharaj pastime also. In the Mahabharata, it is said that when Parishit Maharaj was cursed, hey, he was afraid. He want to live. He want to survive. He want to go to a place where no snake will be allowed. On the bank of the river, he constructed a pillar. On top of the pillar, he constructed a home, and no one is allowed to come inside except his cook. His cook only would bring some prasadam morning to evening. That's all. Other than that, no one would come. And he was simply staying alone, not allowing even one master to enter inside. So that no snake will come and no snake will kill. But on the seventh day, when it was the fruit evening snacks time, we brought some fruits. When he opened the fruit, from that fruit came a insect. It grew up bigger into a form of a snake and bit Parishit Maharaj. Because Mahabharata is meant for the people who are followers of karma. Mahabharata, the book, is mainly meant for karmas. Karma principle is somehow or other we need to survive, somehow or other we need to earn dharma, artha, kama. We need to follow dharma, we need to earn artha, we need to fulfill our kama. That was the main motive of karmis. Karma means dharma, artha, kama. ये तीन है उनका जीवन का लक्ष्य. तो उसमें you can only do dharma if you are surviving, if you are alive. If you die, you will not do anything. तो जब जितना हो सकता है उतना आपका जीवन को प्रोलॉन्ग करो. जितना हो सकता है उतना अर्थ कमाओ. जितना हो सकता है उतना आनंद लूटो. Something like that. So from that point of view, Parikshit Maharaj endeavored to survive by constructing a single pillar building and living on that is perfectly right. Because people of that kind of mentality will be inspired by that kind of activities and they are happy. So it is said like that. And this story should be taken as a metaphorically. The single pillar is Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Not allowing anybody inside means not allowing any material thought inside their assembly. Only food was allowed means only food for the soul is allowed, not for the body. That was Bhagavad Katha in the Bhagavatam story.
Oh, I was feeling
Because
that only
Paramahamsas will appreciate such kind of renunciation, and Karmis will appreciate such kind of endeavor to survive as long as possible. So every scripture has a different audience and a different purpose. So accordingly, their details are presented. So like that, we should understand.
Okay. I was feeling because you explained that it was a metaphorical thing, so I understood because I was feeling is it not a tampering with the actuality that either Parikshit Maharaj listened to Bhagavatam or he constructed a pillar like that. But now I understood, yeah, that way. Prabhuji, and one more thing was when Lord Shiva got attracted to Mohini due to the Maya potency. So that was the Yoga Maya potency of the Lord or Mahamaya, because Mahamaya is the wife of Lord Shiva himself. So how can she bewilder Lord Shiva? So
No, this was Yogamaya potentially. It is Lord Vishnu himself, na? Why would Lord Vishnu display Mahamaya to Lord Shiva? So Lord Shiva is dearmost devotee. Why would he play with him with Mahamaya?
so it's Yoga Maya only.
It is all Yogamaya only.
Okay.
Hmm.
And one last thing, Prabhuji, that whether it means in the universe, the gold metal is getting prepared in different ways. Like when we studied fifth canto, there we saw that Jambu Nadi, on the bank of Jambu Nadi, the means the dust
Gold
particles.
is formed. The sand transforms into gold.
Sand along with the reaction from sunlight, it gets transformed, and then the Devata's wife and everyone come there to pick up that gold and they make ornaments from that. So there it was one type by which the gold was getting it was coming into existence. And here we are seeing that Lord Shiva's semen, wherever it dropped, there the gold mines, and from that the gold came up like that. So there are different ways by which the gold comes into existence.
Yes, yes. There are multiple ways. Not only these two ways, there could be many more ways also.
Okay, yeah, that's what. And same will be true for the other metals also, Prabhuji, or only for the precious metals?
I don't know exactly, but especially the gold is most important metal. So in that way, so you can say that Lord Shiva's semen primarily transforms into gold. With little bit of contamination, it transforms into silver. With more contamination, it transforms into bell metal, copper, iron, etc., etc. Like that, you can say.
Okay, okay, thank you.
So, like that, we can say. Other devotees, anyone has any question?
Prabhuji, even Sukha Goswami, he is not mentioning Radha in Bhagavatam, no?
Yes. Directly did not mention the name of Radharani, because if he speaks about Radharani, he goes into a trance. If he goes into a trance and to come out, how much time it will take, we don't know. And Parikshit Maharaj only had 7 days. He does not want to waste the time of Parikshit Maharaj. That's why he did not speak about Srimad Radharani.
So that in chapter 10, he is mentioning Anuradhita. There is a verse now where he indirectly mentions the gopis.
Indirectly mentioned so that it will not so much disturbance. And more than that, even though Sukadeva Goswami's mood is of Vrajavasis, but Parikshit Maharaj mood is not Vrajavasis mood. His mood is of Dwarakavasis. For Parikshit Maharaj, the Krishna is Dwaraka Krishna, not Vraja Krishna.
Correct.
So his mood is different. So Lord Parikshit Sukadeva Goswami does not want to change his mood. So he spoke a lot elaborately about Vraja pastime, Dwaraka pastimes, and he also presented Vraja pastimes as childhood pastimes. So in that way.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on. Atavagata mahatmya
Atha vagata mahatmaya
atmano jagadatmanaha
atmano jagadatmana
aparigneya viryasya
aparigeya viryasya
namene tadvuhadbhutam.
namene tadhu hadbhutam. Translation. Thus, Lord Shiva could understand his position and that of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who had unlimited potencies. Having reached this understanding, he was not at all surprised by the wonderful way Lord Vishnu had acted upon him.
Lord Shiva, understanding the greatness of the Lord of inestimable power, did not consider it astonishing, since the Lord resides everywhere in the universe. See now, for an exalted person like Lord Shiva, who was glorified as the Yogeshwara, Dhira Purusha, self-controlled person, like as if he was haunted by a ghost, as if he has become mad, and as if he is shameless, debauchee, he ran after a lady. Afterwards, definitely any normal person will feel very much sorry about oneself. Hey, मैं क्या कर बैठे इधर? Such a person will not live, immediately commit suicide. I am like self-respectable person. I ran after a lady in front of everyone. Now I can show my face to all these people afterwards. An ordinary person would have committed suicide there itself. But Lord Shiva did not come to that kind of low self-esteem or such kind of self-criticism. He did not come to it because he understood, even though I may be known as Yogeshwara, Tapasvi, Dhira, this, that, but my Lord is superior to me. He can play with me like a dancing doll also. That's the greatness of my Lord. In order to establish the greatness of my Lord, I can do anything, whatever you want. I am not shameful. I don't have to worry about shame in front of my Lord. He can utilize me whatever way you want to. उसमें शेम का बात क्या है? मेरा भगवान ने मुझे ऐसा चला डांसिंग किया, करवाया, नचाया, so शेम का बात क्यों? So like that was the mood of Lord Shiva now. Lord Shiva, understanding the greatness of Lord Vishnu of inestimable power, did not consider it astonishing, since the Lord resides everywhere in the universe. So somebody may say, hey, how can you do like this? छोड़ दो यार, Paramatma is the Lord, as Paramatma is there in my heart. As Paramatma, whatever he says, I have to dance. What was that verse in the Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter? Yantrare Rurani Maya. Ishvara Sarvabhutani Ruddesh Arjun Tishtati Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantra Rudani Maya. Brahmayan Sarvabhutani. In that Sarvabhutani, I am also there. As Paramatma is making me to run here and there. उसमें क्या बड़ी बात है? He is the Lord of everyone, he is Lord of me also. People may say that I am Bhagavan, but I am not Bhagavan. He is my Bhagavan. Understand it? So he can control me also. He can make me dance here and there. He can make me run after a lady also. So that's what it is. When Kamadev came, I was not disturbed, but my Lord can disturb me. So in that way, Lord Shiva is establishing the superior glories of Lord Vishnu. Like that we should take. At the moment of regaining his discriminating power, Lord Shiva saw that Mohini had disappeared. Mohini Murthi disappeared. वो चले गए, उनके सामने appear हो गया, उनको चलाया, नाचाया, इधर उधर घुमाया, वो disappeared. He then understood that his own bewilderment and discrimination depended on the Lord. He understood the greatness of Lord. So this is Lord Shiva's realization. He did not become shameful. He did not become self-criticism. He was so happy that today my Lord made me his instrument. Like Advaitacharya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to respect him always. Advaitacharya was feeling so disturbed. Hey, what is this? You are my Lord. I'm supposed to serve, but you are respecting me. What is this? I don't like this. So he began to teach Yoga Vasishta. Bhagavan ka form nahi, Bhagavan is Paramatma, Bhagavan is Brahman. This, that Yoga Vasishta began to teach Yoga Vasishta. The news came, he was doing it in Shantipur. The news came to Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu became very angry and he called Nityan Prabhu. Chalo, we'll go to Shantipur. And both of them came to Shantipur and Mahaprabhu began to pounce upon Advaitacharya and he began to hit him left and right. And Advaitacharya's wife, she is praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please, he is very old person, don't beat him, he will die, something like that. But how dare he to speak? Yoga Vasishta, how dare he to say that Lord has no form, this, that? Then Advaitacharya began to laugh. Then Mahaprabhu stopped. Hey, why are you laughing? I am beating you. You should be asking that, please stop me, please protect me. But instead you are laughing. Then Advaita said that, and today you accepted me as your devotee. Till now you never allowed me to touch your feet, but today you are sitting on my chest, standing on my chest and kicking me with your feet. So my entire body is filled with the dust of your lotus feet. My life is successful today. Something like that Advaita was saying. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood, hey, this is a trick of Advaitacharya. So something like that. Because Advaitacharya is a combination of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. So he wanted to consider himself to be servant of Lord, not to be the master of Lord. Because Mahaprabhu used to glorify him. Because Advaitacharya is elder in age and he is a disciple of Mahadevendra Puri, who was like the god brother of Ishwarapuri. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted initiation from Ishwarapuri. And he is treating Mahadevendra Puri, the Advaitacharya is like Guru Bhai. Not Guru Bhai, he is like a Guru. He is worshipping him like a Guru. That Advaitacharya did not like it. So like that. So they are playing with each other wonderfully. They are performing pastimes with each other. So in that way. Oh, he understood his own power of yoga. He was not surprised that he had been befooled and given discrimination, since the Lord resides everywhere within the universe, and thus he is capable of bewildering or enlightening even Lord Shiva also. Lord Shiva was not at all astonished. He understood that, oh, मेरा Lord तो अद्भुत है, powerful है. He can do whatever he want. So like that. So in that way. Tam aviklavam arvidham
Tam aviklavam aravidam
alaksha madhusudanaha
alaksha madhusudana
uvacha paramaprito
uvacha paramabhito
bhibrusvam paurushim tanum.
Vibhrasvam Paurushim Tanum. Seeing Lord Shiva unagitated and unashamed, Lord Vishnu, Madhusudana, was very pleased. Thus he resumed his original form and spoke as follows.
Seeing Lord Shiva unagitated and unashamed, Lord Vishnu in his male form, very pleased, spoke as follows. Again Lord Ajita again appeared. Previously they came to Lord Ajita disappeared, Mohini appeared, and Mohini took Lord Shiva here and there and brought back to the same place where Mother Sati, Mother Uma was there. And then as Lord Shiva was realizing what had happened, he was very happy seeing the glories of the Lord, and he was very happy that Lord used me today as his instrument. So as he was happy, immediately Lord Ajita again appeared. Lord Shiva was not agitated with guilt, thinking, what calamity! I, the Lord of great yoga, have been blinded by material enjoyment. He was without shame, since the Lord is Antaryami, witnessing everything. The The meaning is this. Because he was actually happy that my Lord can bewilder me, who is glorified by the entire universe as Vishwanath. Everyone glorify me as Parameshwara. Everyone glorify me as Mayapati, Mayadish. Everyone glorify me as Yogesha. Everyone glorify me as Dhira Purusha. But my Dhiratva, my Yogeshatva, this, that, all are to put aside. I am simply a dancing doll in front of my worshipful Lord. That Lord Shiva's thought process, he was very happy. I cannot be bewildered by anyone, and bewilderment caused by my Lord is not a fault, but an ornament upon me. No material person can bewilder me, no material beauty can bewilder me. Even Sati, his own wife, cannot bewilder him. But Lord can bewilder me. That is an ornament upon me. Without causing my bewilderment, how could one say, my Lord has extraordinary power? Otherwise, how could my Lord will be glorified if I am not bewildered? Then they will say that, what Mohini Murti bewilder only Asuras, unka power only Asuras take. Whether Devatas are bewildered or Lord Shiva bewildered. So what kind of Lord is he? Something like that one may say. No. The display of power nourishes the quality of Bhakti of me, his servant. My surrender to Lord Vishnu is increased thousandfold today. So like that Lord Shiva is thinking. So Lord Vishnu is responding. Now Lord Vishnu glorifies Lord Shiva. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha
Shri Bhagwan Uvacha
Dishtya Tvam Vibudashreshta
Tishtya Tvam Vibuddha Shrestha
Tvam Nishtam Atmana Sthitaha
Tam Nishtham Atmana Sthitaha
Yenme Stri Rupaya Svairam
Yanme Sri Rupaya Svairam
Mohitopi Angamayaya.
Mohitopi Angamayaya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O best of the demigods, although you have been amply harassed because of my potency in assuming the form of a woman, you are established in your position. Therefore, may all good fortune be upon you.
Lord Ajita said, though you have been bewildered without restraint by my potency in the form of a woman, you have become fixed in your position by yourself by good fortune. That means, even though I have bewildered you, I made you to run across everywhere, wherever the sages who look up to you. I made you all these things. Any ordinary person would have been dejected and would have committed suicide. But you did not do it. Instead, you have reinstated your self position. You became so happy. This is your greatness. Let there be good fortune unto you. Like that, Lord is blessing Lord Shiva. Though you have been bewildered by Maya arising from my Swarupa in the form of a woman, Mohini Murti, still you remain situated in your position of being humble and without pride, which arises from Bhakti. If a proud person, if you had gone to such kind of shameful situation, you would have committed suicide immediately. Because Lord Shiva is humble, he realized this is my Lord's greatness, he can bewilder. So he did not take to such kind of humiliating steps and all. So in that way. You cannot be bewildered by my external energy, which bewilders the world. My Maya bewildered the world, the Maya cannot touch you. What bewildered you is my Yoga Maya potency. So in that way. Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Daivim Prakriti Machita. So in that way. Daivi Prakriti. Konu me atitaren Maya.
Nume atrate maya
Vikshatas Tvadrute Puman.
vikshate tatrate puman
Tamstan Vistrujati Bhavan.
tamstan visrujatam bhavan
Dustaram Akratatmabhi.
dustaram akratatmabhi. Translation: My dear Lord Shambhu, who within this material world, but you can surpass my illusionary energy. People are generally attached to sense enjoyment and conquered by its influence. Indeed, the influence of material nature is very difficult for them to surmount.
So here, Lord Vishnu is further speaking, Lord Ajita is further speaking. Except you, what person with material attachment can surpass my illusory energy? Difficult to surpass by those with uncontrolled mind, and which creates various conditions of rajas and tamas. In the entire material creation, other than you, no one can be spared by the influence of my Mahamaya. Even Lord Brahma is bewildered by my Mahamaya. That pastime is being discussed in everyday Bhagavatam class. Lord Brahma is bewildered by Vagdevi. Vagdevi was Mahamaya only, in effect of Mahamaya only. But Lord Shiva is not bewildered by Mahamaya. So Lord Shiva is disturbed by Yogamaya. So in that way, Lord Vishnu is saying that only you are the one person who is not bewildered by Mahamaya. Even though that glory of yours today has been removed, you have been bewildered by Yogamaya. In that way. This means that though Lord Shiva became attracted to Maya, he overcame Maya. That Maya creates various states of Rajoguna and Tamoguna in the form of desires. Lord Shiva is running after Mohini Murti is not because of lusty feelings. Lord Shiva can never come under the lusty feelings. It was Paramatma instigated Lord Shiva to run after Yogamaya. It was a bewildering pastime of Paramatma. It is not simply a materialistic attachment of a man towards women, not like that. That is the point here mentioned. And see, this particular thing, this particular understanding, if we tell to normal people, they cannot fathom only, they cannot understand. To understand this kind of bewilderment by Yogamaya bewilderment alag hota hai, Mahamaya bewilderment hota hai, one need to be in goodness, not to appreciate. People in Tamoguna cannot appreciate. जैसे क्या क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप, ये वो क्या कैसे ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? How can a man will be self-controlled when he looks at a woman? Obviously. So people in Tamoguna and Rajoguna will naturally, because that is their state of consciousness, like that only they will think. Some Puranas will speak like that only, which will be attractive to such people. They will, oh yeah, अच्छा, जो हमारा स्थिति है पुराना भी वही बोल रहे हैं, मतलब सही है, जो होता है ऐसे ही होता है दुनिया में. So like that. Seyam gunamayi maya.
Seyam gunamayi maya.
Natvam abhibhavishyati.
Natvam abhibhavishyati.
Maya sameta kalena.
Maya sameta.
Kala rupena bhagashaha.
Kala rupena bhagasha. The material external energy Maya, who cooperates with me in creation and who is manifested in the three moods of nature, will not be able to bewilder you any longer.
Then Lord Vishnu saying that Uma consisting of the gunas, बगल में पार्वती देवी है ना, so पार्वती की तरफ देखते हुए Uma Devi consisting of the three gunas who carries out the creation with me as the cause by my portion in the form of time will not be able to bewilder you. Even the Triguna Maya Uma Devi, who helps me in creation, in creating all the universe with the help of Kala Rupa, will not bewilder you. So like that. Who is Maya? With his finger, Lord Ajita pointing out to Durga or Uma Devi standing close by, she creates the world with me at the cause. How do I do it? by time, a male form, by my portion, by my glance, I accept her. At the Mahakala Purusha, I accept Maya Devi in order to create the entire material universes. As Shiva bowed down, the Lord raised him up and embraced him, touching him with his chest, marked by the Srivastava. So, hearing these words by Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva immediately fell down and touching the feet of Lord Vishnu. Immediately, Lord Vishnu embraced him very tightly. So, that is indicated. So, that's how both of them were reciprocating with each other. Lord Vishnu glorified Lord Shiva. Even though I have displayed, see, he says that Lord Vishnu is glorifying Lord Shiva. See, the three modes of material nature, that Gunamaya, who is standing next to you as your wife, can bewilder entire population, all the way up to Brahma. But she cannot bewilder you. In order to bewilder you, I have to manifest my Yoga Maya. That is your greatness. You are not an ordinary person. So in that way, Lord Vishnu glorifying and establishing the greatness of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was happy to glorify Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is happy to glorify the position of Lord Shiva. This is their mutual reciprocation with each other. So it is like that. So now the remaining details.
Prabhuji, here in the translation it says now that the who cooperates with me in creation and who is manifested in three modes of nature will not be able to bewilder you any longer. Means till now she was able to bewilder him. How it means? Because the framing of the sentence it appears like that now on it will not bewilder you.
See. Anyway, till now the history says Maya did not bewilder you. Lord Shiva is known as Dhira Purusha till now. And Lord Vishnu says, hereafter also will be glorified as Dhira Purusha only. Hereafter also Maya will never bewilder you.
Okay,
so like
in
that.
The past also she never bewildered him, and now in the future also it will never like that.
It's like a blessing given by Lord Vishnu upon Lord Shiva.
Okay.
So in that.
Thank you.
Sri Shuka Uvacha.
Shri Shuka Uvacha.
Evam Bhagavata Rajan.
Evam Bhagavata Rajan.
Srivasankena Satkritaha.
Srivatsankena Satkritah.
Amantriyatam Parikramya.
Amantratam Parikramya.
Sagana Swalayam Yayau.
Sagana Swalayam Yayau. Shukadev Goswami said, O king, having thus been praised by the Supreme Personality, who bears the mark of Srivatsa on his chest, Lord Shiva circumambulated him. Then, after taking permission from him, Lord Shiva returned to his abode, Kailash, along with his associates.
Sukadev Goswami said, O king, honored by the Supreme Lord, who bears the mark of Srivastha on his chest, Lord Shiva circumambulated him, and after taking permission, Lord Shiva returned to Kailash along with Uma and Nandi and all other associates. The way he came, the way he returned. On the way back, he will be speaking to Mother Uma, Bhavani. He will glorify Lord Vishnu on the way. So, in the train. Atma Sabhutam Tamaya.
Atmasabhutam tanmaya.
Bhavanim Bhagavan Bhava.
Bhavani Bhagavan Bhava.
Sammatam Rishi Mukhyanam.
Samatam Rishi Mukhyanam.
Pritya Chestata Bharata.
Pritya Chashta Cha Bharata. O descendant of Bharat Maharaj, Lord Shiva in jubilation then addressed his wife Bhavani, who is accepted by all authorities as the potency of Lord Vishnu.
As Lord Shiva was returning along with Bhavani and Nandi and other associates of Lord Shiva, all the sages. Now all the sages are glorifying Lord Shiva. देखो, Lord Shiva इतना महान है, Bhagavan Vishnu glorified Lord Shiva, so he is wonderful, great, all these things. While everyone is glorifying Lord Shiva, all the accompanying sages, Lord Shiva is speaking to Mother Uma, who is the potency of Lord Vishnu. While sages praised him, which he ignored and spoke to his wife. Even though everyone is glorifying him, he is not in his own glorification. He wants to glorify Lord Vishnu. So he looked at Mother Bhavani and he began to glorify Lord Vishnu. So, Ai vyapasya tvamajasya mayayam.
अयि व्यपश्यस्त्वम् अजस्य मायाम्
Parasya pumsha paradevataya.
परस्य पुंसा परदेवतायाः
Aham kalanam rushabhopi muhe.
अहं कलानां ऋषभोऽपि मुह्ये
यया वशोन्ये किमुता स्वतन्त्रा.
यया यया- यया वशोऽन्ये किम् उता स्वतन्त्रः. Lord Shiva said, O goddess, you have now seen the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the unborn master of everyone. Although I am one of the principal expansions of his lordship, even I was illusioned by his energy. What then is to be said of others who are fully dependent on Maya?
So he's looking at Bhavani telling that, oh Bhavani, you are glorified as Mahamaya. You have been witnessing how people are bewildered by Mahamaya till now, at the beginning of the creation. But today you witnessed how Yogamaya bewilders your Lord me. So like that is glorifying. Oh goddess, you have now seen the illusory energy of the unborn Supreme Lord, by which I, the Lord's principal expansion, have been bewildered. I, who is known as the Lord of Mahamaya, is bewildered by Lord's Yogamaya. See the greatest power of Yogamaya. What then is to be said of others who are fully under the control of Maya? All others who are under the control of Mahamaya, then what to speak of them? I am the master of Mahamaya is bewildered by Lord's Yogamaya. That is the greatness of my Lord. Something like that. Yem mamaprucha tamupetya yogat.
Yam mam aprachatamupetu
Sama sahasranta uparatam vai.
tamas samhasasatran uparatma vai.
Saesha sakshat purusha purano.
Sa esha sakshat purusha purano.
Nayetra kalo vishate na vedaha.
Na yatra kalo vishate na vedaha. When I finished performing mystic yoga for 1000 years, you asked me upon whom I was meditating. Now here is that supreme person to whom time has no entrance and who the Vedas cannot understand.
Now another connection to Vishnu Sahasranama. When I finished performing mystic yoga for 1000 years, here it is 1000 years means not just 1000 years, for thousands of years. From Swayambhu Manvantara to Chakshusha Manvantara, I was meditating till Mother Parvati appeared again and married to Lord Shiva. Later on, Parvati might have asked, इतना समय क्या किसके ऊपर ध्यान कर रहे थे आप? So Lord Shiva did not tell at that time. Now he is telling. When I finished performing mystic yoga for thousands of years, you asked me upon whom I was meditating. Now, Here is that supreme person whom time and the Vedas cannot approach. That means time cannot control him and Vedas cannot glorify him sufficiently. Upon that Lord, I have been meditating for thousands of lifetimes, or not lifetimes, thousands of years. He is that supreme Lord. You have seen, na? He is that supreme Lord upon whom I was meditating. And when you and Kandarpa came, I was disturbed. That's why I became angry. My meditation, Lord Vishnu was disturbed, not because of Kama or the Krodha. Because you people disturbed my meditation upon Lord's glory, Lord's lotus feet, I burned the Kama Dev to ashes. So, like that. Time enters everywhere to influence everything, but it cannot influence the Supreme Lord. Though the Vedas know everything, they do not know the Supreme Lord. He is not approachable by time and not approachable by the Vedas. He is beyond the grip of time and the Vedas. So, like that. This is how Lord Shiva glorified Lord Vishnu. So, here no one want to hear their own glories. They want to glorify their Lord. Lord want to glorify his devotee, devotee want to glorify the Lord. So in that way. Now final concluding words. Is it okay? Everyone is able to follow? Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Sri Shuka Uvacha.
Shri Shuka Uvacha.
Iti te abhihitasthata.
Iti te abhihitastat.
Vikrama saranga danvanaha.
Vikrama Sharangadanvanaha.
Sindor nirmatane yena.
Sindur Nirmathane Yena.
Drita prushte mahachala.
Dhrita Prishthe Mahachalaham. Shukdev Goswami said, My dear king, the person who bore the great mountain on his back for the churning of the ocean of milk is the same supreme personality of Godhead known as Sharangadhanva. I have now described to you his prowess.
Now, Sukadeva Goswami concluding the entire Samudra Manthan pastime in last 2 slokas. O Parikshit Maharaj, I have described the prowess of the Lord, the holder of Saranga bow, who bore the great mountain on his back for churning of the ocean of milk. Who is that Lord who bore the mountain on his back? No, not Saranga. Which form of the Lord?
Kurmadev.
Ah,
Kurma.
Kurmadev. So this Lord Ajita is non-different from Kurmadev, who is also non-different from Sarangadanva, upon whom Lord Shiva always meditates. So in that way. That's what I said, the connection to Vishnu Sahasranama. When Mother Parvati asks Lord Shiva, whose name you chant always? Said, I chant the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. So, but you can chant 1,000 names, but if I want to chant, then what should I do? Then Lord Shiva said, you chant Lord Rama's name 3 times. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manurame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Chanting 3 names of Lord Rama is equal to chanting the name of Lord Vishnu 1,000 times. So Lord Rama is known as Sarangadanva. Kodandapani or Sarangadanva. So in that way also we can see. Etanmuho krutayato nushrunvato.
Etanmoho krityato nursranvato.
Etanmuho kirtayato nushrunvato.
Etanmoho kirtayato nusranvanto.
Narishyate jatu samudyama kvachit.
Narishyate jatu smadhama krichat.
Yaduttama shloka gunanuvarnanam.
Yad uttam shloka varnanan.
Samasta samsara parishramaapaham.
Samasta samsara parishtar pamaha Shramapaham. Translation: the The endeavor of one who constantly hears or describes this narration of the churning of the ocean of the milk will never be fruitless. Indeed, chanting the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the only means to annihilate all sufferings in this material world.
Hmm. Just like the devatas are protected from danger and they were reinstated in their powerful positions. Similarly, anybody whoever hears, recites, contemplates upon this pastime of Samudra Manthan episode, one can understand, one can realize Lord's protection in one's life. That is the Falashruti. The endeavor of one who constantly hears or describes this narration of the churning of the ocean of the milk will never fail because chanting the glories of the Lord destroys all suffering. Just like all suffering of the devatas was step by step destroyed by the Lord, the hearer and the reciter and the contemplator's problems are also will be destroyed by the Lord. That is the Lord's potency. Lord not only helps the devatas, Lord helps anyone and everyone whoever reading and reciting and contemplating on this want to become a wonderful devotee of the Supreme Lord. Surrender to Lord just like the devatas surrender to Lord. To do everything Lord wants. Such a devotee will be protected by the Lord and definitely. Na rishyate means such a devotee is not at all destroyed. What was that Gita verse? Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Pranashyati or na rishyati. Both are same in that way. And the last verse of this chapter, which is like culmination of the entire pastime. Sorry. Asadavishyamangrim bhavagamyam prapannan.
Asadavishyam angrim bhavagamyam prapannam.
Amrutamamaravaryan ashayat sindhu mat matyam.
Amritam amaravaryam ashayat sindhu madhyam.
Kapatayuvati vesho mohayanyasurarim.
Kapatayu Kapatayuvativesho mohayanya surarim.
Tammaham upashrutanam kamapuram natosmi.
Tamaham upashritanam kamapuram natosmi. Assuming the form of a young woman and thus bewildering the demons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead distributed to his devotees, the demigods, the nectar produced from the churning of the ocean of milk. Unto that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who always fulfills the desires of his devotees, I offer my respectful obeisances.
I offer respects to the Lord who fulfills the desires of the surrendered devotees, who, taking the deceptive form of a young woman, bewildered the demons and gave the nectar churned from the ocean to the best of the devatas, who had surrendered to the feet of the Supreme Lord, who is not understood by the materialists and who is attained by bhakti. So, Sukadeva Goswami finally offering his obeisance to Lord Ajita. And what all Lord Ajita did in this entire event are briefly summarized here. The Lord fed the nectar arising from the churning of the ocean to the best devatas who had surrendered to his lotus feet. Just like Lord enabled the surrendered devatas drink nectar and remain positioned in their respective seva, same way, Lord will also enable all of us, if we surrender to the Lord, enable in our seva, overcoming the difficulties offered by the material existence. So these are the kind of details that are described in this particular chapter, which is the culmination at the completion of our Samudra Manthan episode. So, Hare Krishna. Next, a new set of pastime will begin from the next chapter onwards, which we will discuss in our future meetings. Hare Krishna. Hope everything is clear, no confusions.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Thank you very
Ah,
much.
Prabhuji, like through this whole Samudra Manthan pastimes, what exactly is the understanding or what exactly is the learning for the sadhakas?
there are two things we should understand at the basic level. One is Lord is the doer, Lord is the ultimate doer. उसके बिना कुछ होता नहीं. And second is Lord is the ultimate protector under any circumstance. Starting from counseling the devatas, telling them that make a truce with the asuras and do this, do that, and then lifting the mountain, Mandara mountain, which fell upon the devatas and asuras, bringing them to this ocean. While they were churning, the smoke coming out of the snake, providing the rains, and the mountain fell into the water, becoming a kurma and lifting it up, entering into the snake in the mode of ignorance, entering into the asuras in the mode of passion, devatas in the mode of goodness, and situating himself on top of the mountain in the form of Sasar Bahu and holding the mountain not to go here and there, and himself joining the party of Devatas, pulling the snake, and so that churning happens, and then eventually poison came and inspiring them to surrender to Lord Shiva, inspiring Lord Shiva to drink the nectar, drink the poison, and then allowing the Devatas to take some things what they want, allowing the Asuras to take what they want, and finally when the nectar, bringing the nectar himself as a Lord Dhanvantari, even when Asuras took it away, appearing in the form of Mohini Murthi and enabling Devatas to drink the nectar, and if it is required, if fighting on the side of the Devatas and protecting the Devatas from the illusions of the Asuras. Lord is everywhere. Not only doing in one sense, Lord only doing everything. Without the presence of the Lord, this pastime could not have happened. So, same thing. We may think that I am the doer, I am this, I am that, I am here, I am that.
Prabhuji, you are not audible.
So, I am saying that we may think that we are the doers. We are doing so many things. But in ultimate issue, Lord is the doer. Lord is only enabling us to do things through his pastime, through his influence. So,
Yeah,
like
so
that.
many things Lord only is doing like from the
Uh,
beginning, na? Yeah, that's what.
so when we come to that conclusion, we say that when there is a problem, ultimately Lord is doing. So the problem also will be removed by the Lord. We have that faith, we have that shelter.
Yeah, true, true.
So that should be our understanding.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, thank you very
Correct.
much. Hare Krishna.
Correct. Correct.
Hare Krishna.
So we'll stop here for today, and hopefully we may or may not have class next Saturday. Next Saturday I'll be in Sri Lanka. So with some Telugu devotees, we are not sure whether we'll have. The Saturday after that will be Nityananda Trayodashi. So 2 continuous Saturdays we have festivals. If there is a possibility next Saturday, I'll let you know. So till then we'll wait. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.